things to impress you, but rather to impress upon you. What I'm trying to impress upon you today is that if I, a failing and resentful sales rep who thought that life should have dealt him a better card, I was too good to be cold calling as an inside sales rep, I should be doing something more interesting and prestigious with my college degree, could turn my attitude, my results, and my life completely around to having the kind of freedom and success I never thought possible. That if I could do all that using the skills, philosophy, and scripts contained in this book, you can do it too. In fact, I guarantee that if you will just follow the advice you will hear in this book, you too can completely change your sales results. No matter how poorly or how well you are doing now, you can immediately begin doing better. You can begin prospecting with confidence and even get to a place where it becomes fun. Imagine that. By using the scripts and techniques in this book, you can also begin closing more sales and handling objections and stalls that may frustrate you now with ease. And as you learn these powerful and proven techniques, you will not only grow more confident, but you will begin to stand out in your company and in your industry. Soon, you will find yourself in the top elite of producers, the top 20%, as I like to call them. As you begin to change your sales results, your life will change as well. Not only will you begin elevating your lifestyle, but your future will begin to change also. You will begin thinking about things you may not be considering now, like perhaps moving into management or becoming a director of sales or VP of sales. Some of you will begin thinking of opening your own company and using the strategies you will learn here to build a highly successful inside sales team of your own. As you become more successful using these techniques, your world will open up for you, and the sky will become the limit. As you do all of this, you will be changing your family's lives as well. Suddenly, you will be able to afford a better house, better cars, and all the stuff you may wish you had now. Your kids will be able to go to better schools because you will have the resources to afford them. You and your spouse will begin vacationing in the spots and staying in the hotels you always dreamed of staying in, if that's important to you. You will begin saving more money for retirement and putting money into other savings and investments. You will begin living with a sense of security that you may only dream of now, because you will no longer have financial insecurity. You will be able to sleep better at night because you will finally possess the key to selling well. All these things and more are available to you once you make a commitment to learning and using the strategies, scripts, and techniques you'll find in this book. Again, I know this to be true because it happened for me. Not only that, but since I figured out the secret to selling easily and with less rejection, I have also taught it to hundreds of companies and thousands of sales reps. Have they all had the results I'm promising you here? Sadly, no. Unfortunately, many sales reps were too lazy to put in the relatively brief amount of time necessary, about 90 days of committed effort, to change the way they were doing things. Instead, they continued to ad-lib their way through their sales calls and simply relied on their old habits. As a result, as they say, if nothing changes, nothing changes. And nothing did for them. However, there have been hundreds of sales professionals who were ready for a better life and were willing to make the commitment, put in the effort, and follow the advice detailed in this book. They, without fail, have achieved a higher level of success, and the ease and comfort that come from mastering these proven sales strategies and techniques. And yes, many of them have gone on to be in the top 20% and even the top 1% of the sales professionals in their respective industries. And you can too. I developed a mantra when I was learning these techniques all those years ago. A mantra I used to say to myself to keep me practicing and to keep me committed to changing my results. I invite you to adopt it as well. As I sat at my desk in the sea of sales reps, I would look around at the top 3 producers at my company, out of 25 sales reps, many struggling like me, and I thought about the results they consistently produced. They were always on top of the revenue production each month, and they were the ones who drove the nice cars, wore the nice suits, and won all the bonuses. I remember thinking that they had the same amount of hours in a day as I did.